hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from, oh my goodness!
The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire!
The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from, oh my goodness!
The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire!
The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from, oh my goodness!
The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire!
The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from, oh my goodness!
The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire!
The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from, oh my goodness!
The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire!
The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from, oh my goodness!
The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire!
The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from, oh my goodness!
The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire!
The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from, oh my goodness!
The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire!
The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from, oh my goodness!
The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire!
The hype was real, hey?
All
right, welcome everybody to BFL 76. Yeah, we are at the Harbor Event and Convention Center here in Vancouver, British Columbia, bringing you the YouTube portion of tonight's card, the undercard. We got some nice fights for you, a total of 7 fights.
Ready to rock?
Yeah, we're just waiting for our first fighters to come out, and there he is. That's Paul Pepperidis, fighting out of Posner's Pancration. This fight is a middleweight fight. George Casamatis there behind him as well. A guy, Dave, that sat in your seat at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was my broadcast color man for
Nice.
5-6 events here at Battlefield.
You've been at this for a while, my friend.
Yes, we have. We have, yes. This is Paul's BFL debut. It's his MMA debut as well. He's 25 years old. Training for a while. Started when he was 11 at Posner's Pancration. Quit for a while, a little bit in high school, was doing some high school sports, but then got back into it about 3 years ago. And he just told us the other day it's time for him to get in the cage and compete and see where he's at.
Yeah, he seems pretty excited to get in there, and he said he had an athletic background and history, and it's just, he felt it was always in the cards, and here we are welcoming him for the very first time to the Battlefield cage, trying to get the crowd pumped up. That's still on its way in here as it's early in the evening, but we have a very, very stacked night of amazing cards tonight, so looking forward to getting things going here.
Yes, BFL Canada's leader when it comes to being a developmental league here in Canada. We are the tops in Canada. We've done more events than any other professional promotion here in Canada. We're on 76 tonight. We've got some news coming up later on the main card about a fighter that recently signed in the UFC, and well, maybe a few of our other champions are not too far away from heading over to the big show and fighting in the UFC. See how they would fare with some of those fighters. So far to date, BFL has had 8 fighters go up to the UFC. A total of 5 of them actually getting their amateur start right here, so you never know. Maybe a guy like Paul Pepperidis, one day you might see him make the move up.
Possibly. A lot of these young fighters, when they start out as amateurs, we really have the opportunity to see them bloom from the amateurs to the professional ranks. It's pretty cool to see, so you never know. You might be looking at a future star here. I asked him what his ranking was in jiu-jitsu as we chat with the fighters on Fight Week, and then he said, you know, he's not really ranked. Guys that just train strictly MMA don't really care so much about the ranking system, and it's more of a MMA-based grappling, and they don't really care about belts. They just care about learning how to defend, take down, submit people, and it's more about the fight than the ranking, and we're here for it.
Looks like Paul might be getting his fingernails clipped here a little bit.
Nice little pre-fight manicure. The fans loving it. Oh yeah, cut those nails, baby.
Simon Posner ever prepared with the nail clippers. Not sure if they were on him or.
That's the first. Like, who gets excited about nail clipping? That's weird. We've seen it all here, but we never seem to not find new ways of. Something always happens. It's not an MMA card unless something weird happens. So here he is. Tall guy, nice shorts. Should be fun. Fighter number 1, fight number 1.
Fighter number 1 up, fight number 1. Pepperidis.
Where's the tunes, man? Here we go. Oh, I saw this fighter warming up here. He's very, very tall. Very tall. Turning out a Universal, as you can see there. Brazilian Universal, as we see the champ there in the background.
Yeah, Mauricio Barbosa coming in. He's making his second appearance in an MMA cage, his BFL debut right now. He's been training for about 8 or 9 years as a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Background was Muay Thai, about 5 years, kind of more striking, and then he switched to full-on MMA for about the last 4 years.
Yeah, he seems very, very tricky, as I saw him warming up earlier. But I asked him how he would describe his fighting style to those that haven't had the chance to see him fight before. And he said he's very creative in there, unpredictable, and he feels that his opponents never actually know what he's going to do. So this should be an exciting fight.
Yeah, and he's not shy. He said, yeah, you know what? No middleweight. I'm not sure if he was talking about amateur and pro, but he said no middleweight in Canada is able to outstrike me. They will always try and shoot on me. So we'll see if that is the case.
Yeah, so that's what he was saying. He is so confident that his striking is superior to anybody else in his weight category that he says they will always shoot on me. They will all shoot on me. He would be shocked if his opponent did not shoot. So we're about to find out if that's the case. But this man loves to strike, and he feels that he is very, very good at it, and we're excited to see how it goes down here in just a few minutes.
Barbosa with the crew at Universal MMA.
Yeah, they're both training here on the local scene, and sometimes weird things happen. Something about his opponent kind of trained at the same gym, and then, at some point they're asked to not come anymore if they're going to fight. Sometimes that happens when there's a lot of cross-training going on. So these guys are no strangers to each other. They know each other. I don't know if they've sparred, but they've definitely trained in the same gym. And here they are in the very same cage, and one Charlotte Merce victorious, which on paper should be a stand-up fight, as Mauricio believes that his opponent is a karate-based fighter.
Yeah, I asked Mauricio what he thought his prediction for this one was, and he said it's going to be a first-round KO, so we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, love the confidence. Tall guy, big guy.
Mauricio Barbosa is in the cage. All right, let's get these fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go.
Ryan Ventura.
Let's send it inside the cage for Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Harbor Event and Convention Center in Vancouver, BC. As the Battlefield Fight League presents BFL 76 Canada versus the World, live and exclusively on UFC Fight Pass. This event is sanctioned by the British Columbia Athletic Commissioner. Our commissioner is Kelly Gilday. Our judges for this evening are Jason Dara, Peter Kollar, Kevin Dornan, Sal Ram, and John Cooper. This next fight is in the BFL middleweight division, scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner, making his BFL debut, representing Posner's Pancration in Vancouver, BC. Here is Paul Pepperidis. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of no wins, 1 loss. Also making his BFL debut, representing Universal MMA in North Vancouver, BC, by way of Brazil. Here is Mauricio Barbosa. Nice. And your man in charge of the action is John Cooper.
All right, John Cooper is our referee. You see the way Barbosa walked all the way over
Very nice.
to Paul, and just I don't know if he was saying hello. Paul said, oh, no, get out of my space here.
Yeah, that was a good intimidation tactic. As we know, a lot of fighting is mental, and that definitely is a good way to get into your opponent's head.
All right, this one's scheduled for 3-minute rounds, and that is Pepperidis with the black with the pink shorts, Barbosa with the black with the gray.
Yes, nice kicks, very nice. Mauricio wanted somebody that's going to strike with him. Might be his lucky day. We shall find out. Oh, nice, mixing it up nicely there. Is Paul using the kick to set up the takedown here against the cage. Nice little trip. Good takedown defense by Mauricio, trying to hip toss him. Nice defense. Back and forth action here.
Yeah, Paul Pepperidis, he's in good position here. I think he's got double underhooks right now.
Yeah, Mauricio was right about him shooting, but he disguised it nicely and set it up very well. And now that he's here, he's trying to get the outside leg trip and try. But great defense by Mauricio, using the cage, doing the right thing, just putting his feet apart. Nice knee by Paul there, very nice.
Yes, Pepperidis looking good early on, a minute in here into this fight, our first fight
Yes.
of BFL 76.
We see Mauricio looking at his corner. Coach Dayan telling him to get the underhook, which he does. He's doing the right thing now. This is a bit more even as it's 1-1 underhook. Before, Paul had both underhooks, which is dominant for him. So here we go. Great job by Mauricio listening to his corner. Back and forth. Spinneroonie. There we go.
And nice work by Paul to get
Nice.
the double and the trip, but good scramble from Barbosa.
Beautiful toss by Mauricio. Now going for the armbar. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Finds himself on bottom here, loses the arm. Now Paul is in an advantageous position on top here.
Both young fighters showing nice ability to scramble and get out of positions here early on.
Yeah, that was a very, very beautiful toss by Mauricio, but then he got a little overzealous, made a mistake, dove for the armbar, literally putting himself on his back and giving Paul the advantageous position, who finds himself in top half guard here, but he's being heavy, controlling the position as Paul, doing a lot of the right things and moving. Now he's trapping the arm here. Mauricio defending well, but this is good for Paul, putting a lot of heavy pressure and trying to attack, thinking of setting up an attack on that far arm here. Mauricio doing a good job using the cage here, gets back up to his butt using the cage, but now he's smushed here against the cage. This is good for Paul here. This is hard to get up here when you got the cage. This is bad for Mauricio here. Very good for Paul. His hips are higher than his opponent, and there's not a lot of places to go. Mauricio needs to get that underhook, try and use his legs, but Paul's doing a great job of controlling his position.
Yeah, you see Mauricio looked up at the referee for a second because he was wondering if that was a blow to the head, and this is an amateur
That's right.
novice MMA fight, so he actually can't hit to the head when the
Great.
opponent is on the ground. So he's looking for body shots here, and that's what Paul is doing very nicely here. And he's scoring points right at the end of the round number 1, and a nice round for Paul Pepperidis.
Very nice. Nice work by Mauricio to get that underhook, but it exposes your head, and Paul did a great job recognizing that and threatening it by landing a few shots.
All right, we're going to listen to the corners.
Good. Are you tired? He doesn't like you standing up. Move forward, move forward. Watch the distance through with the right hand. Expect he's going to shoot. Okay. When you're against the cage, more legs. Okay. Just walk side to side. That's it. Just walk side to side and get the body moving and pummel. That's all you got to do. Okay. Get the body moving and pummel. Remember the head position. Standing up, breathe. How you feel? Doing good. Okay, let's take over in the second round. All right, take your time here. Pushing back, pushing back. Two circles to your power.
Let's have a look at the replay here. I believe this was a toss. Beautiful toss by Mauricio. Ends up on top there. Very nice. Head over heels. And right here, he could have controlled it, but then he just dove for the armbar, and that was turning of the tide there. Slight mistake by Mauricio, which made it a much more even round. Let's see what round 2 has in store for us.
All right, second round.
Nice kick.
Oh, nice jab from Mauricio. Not sure if that was a slip from Paul.
Feels like
they
a
go
little
right
bit
up
of both.
against the cage here, right in our position.
And we could hear,
and he's looking for the single. Pepperidis is looking for the single.
He had him airborne.
Nice defense from Barbosa, and Paul gives up that takedown attempt for now.
Yeah, he had him airborne for a moment there. Great defense by Mauricio. We could hear Mauricio's corner telling him to move. His opponent doesn't want to strike. He's like, just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. But Paul is where he wants to be, body to body, and trying hard to get that trip.
Absolutely, he's got both underhooks right now.
Good defense by Mauricio, using the cage, doing the right thing, staying calm, attempting that judo toss once again, and he gets it right in front of us here. Great work by Mauricio. Using the whizzer to get that toss, and I'm trying to get to mount here, but the cage is in the way a little bit.
And now it's Paul trying to get to his feet.
Using that underhook, never lost the underhook. Paul does a great job, and then again with the judo toss, very nice.
A couple of nice tosses here in the early going of round number 2.
So it's very interesting. Mauricio's using that overhook to get the toss, and Paul is using the underhook to get back up to his feet. So that just happened twice in a row, but this is good for Mauricio, as those tosses look great in the eyes of the judges, but he just can't keep him down here. And now he's trying to take him down, see if he can step on top. There it is, and he does. Very nice job. Mauricio pulling the hips back and putting Paul on his back here, trying to progress to a better position here. Being heavy on top is Mauricio. Paul getting to his knees here, right in front of us. Mauricio's gonna try and get his right hook in to see if he can control the back here.
Approaching the final minute here in the second round.
There's the hook coming in, and Mauricio gets his right hook in, which is good for him.
Yeah, now he's looking to take that back and sink in that rear naked choke. Does he have enough time? Does he have enough leverage?
Paul's doing a good job
gives it
defending.
up.
Goes for the armbar. There's
Now he's looking
Mauricio.
for the armbar, yeah.
Nice defense by Paul there, using the cage to spin around. Very nice defense by Paul. And then he ends up on top. Great round.
Yeah, he's in Barbosa's full guard right now.
A lot of
and you
back
can
and
see
forth.
the you can see the coaches in Paul's
Oh,
corner.
Mauricio thinking triangle here. He may have it. He may have it. His long legs. Looks like there's a bit of space there. Mauricio trying to squeeze
Yeah,
his
he's
head
gonna
out.
squeeze out.
Nice defense by Paul there, but nice attacks by Mauricio, which been very,
Yeah, better round for Mauricio
Very-
here in round number 2.
a lot of back and forth there. Paul's thinking of a Darce choke there. Trying to take his opponent down, his taller opponent down.
Nice knee. 10 seconds to go. Good right. Responds with a left is Barbosa.
That big
Uppercut misses from
again.
Pepperidis.
Great round by both gentlemen here.
Yeah, really back and forth action in round number 2.
Very evenly matched bout so far.
When in down, use the punch. And go to the kickboxing.
You want this?
Yes.
You want to win this?
Yes.
You gotta knock him out. You're down 2 fucking rounds. No more wrestling. You sprawl, you get the fuck back up, and you fucking hit it. Just what are you gonna do?
Yeah, here we go with the replay, and that's one of the judo throws we saw, Dave.
Yeah,
And then I believe that was the second one there. Nice toss. Absolutely, yeah. It was such a back and forth round. Interesting strategy, I think, from the coach for Barbosa. Dan Kite said, oh, actually, you lost the first 2 rounds. I don't necessarily agree with that, but he said, you got to knock him out. He went up and said, you
There's
lost,
the
so we'll see.
armbar attempt there.
And just didn't quite get it. Good defense from Pepperidis.
Yeah, you're right. I heard the advice there of Coach Dayan said sometimes you can trick your fighter into just lighting a fire under him. He said, you're down 2, you want to win? Mauricio said yes. He said, you got to knock him out. So he knows his fighter very well, and maybe that's what we need to hear. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he said stop with the wrestling. Let's start with the striking. So we'll see if Barbosa listens.
Well, that is his strength. That's where he wants to be. But Paul's done a great job of cutting the distance, setting up the shot just like that, and managing to take the fight where he wants it, where he may be more advantageous. But that second round could be anyone's round. So either or should be a nice third round here. And Paul wants to get that takedown. This is safe for him.
Pepperidis really relentless with that single, gives it up. He's looking for both underhooks, doesn't have them.
Great balance by Barbosa. Ooh, that lead hook just misses.
Oh, nice left from Barbosa lands. That could have hurt Pepperidis here a little bit now.
Nice work. Oh, he's
And
letting him
Barbosa
stand
saying,
up.
come on, I got 2 minutes left to work here.
And the ref saying you can't have it both ways. If you're gonna let him up, back up. Nice body shot by Mauricio. You can see Paul is fading a little bit, getting a little tired. His hands are a little low there. He can take some deep breaths. Mauricio, oh, nice right cross by
Big
Mauricio.
round for Barbosa. He's listening to his corner.
You could see his opponent fading here. Mauricio is feeling it. Now's the time. Good
Now
work.
some big shots to the body, which is allowed here in novice amateur.
Great work by Mauricio. You can see him starting to put it on here. Coach Dayan saying, let's
Just
go,
let
send
him up, let him up, let him up.
He knows he's tired there. Look at his opponent taking deep breaths.
Yeah.
And Mauricio, this would be the opportunity for him to make things happen.
He's
right
got
here.
about 1 minute and 15 left here to go.
Nice.
Big left lands, right lands.
Nice uppercut. by
Pepperidis
Mauricio.
could be in trouble here. He goes back down. You see Coach dancing. Let him back up.
He's exhausted.
Barbosa says, okay, Coach.
1 minute is an eternity when you're tired here. This is Barbosa's opportunity here. Oh, nice
Left
lead hook.
lands.
Oh, this is a great round. This is a great spot for Barbosa now. Cross lands, lead hook lands.
Yeah, this might not go the last 45 seconds. Pepperidis is looking tired and desperate right now, and you can hear his Barbosa's coach going, just get out of there.
Here it is. Nice spinning kick by Paul. And looking at the clock, being like, can this be over now? Oh, nice
Head kick lands.
Nice. 30 seconds here. Nice.
Another head kick lands.
Oh, this is getting close.
And John Cooper comes in and stops it. Barbosa, the winner.
Wow, what a finish by Barbosa. Sensing his opponent fading and really doing a good job turning it on. Well done. Knowing that went to a decision, he most likely would have lost. Great performance by both fighters.
Well, Barbosa listened to Dan really well and said, listen, you know what? Forget the wrestling. I want you to strike. I think Barbosa, with those 2 throws in the second round, actually probably won the second round. But either way, yeah, you're right. It was a little bit close. Either way, he didn't leave it to the judges as we go back to some of these high kicks that Barbosa was landing right at the end of the fight, just before referee John Cooper ends up stopping, and another one lands.
Yeah, you got
And then I think it was a couple of shots, and Cooper had seen enough here, and he was like, yeah, I mean, let's face it, Pepperidis was exhausted.
He was
fading.
yeah, he was fading quickly. You have to intelligently defend yourself, and he'll be back to fight another day. But 3 rounds is 3 rounds. Anything can happen. As soon as you get tired, it's a dangerous place to be. So great job by Mauricio Barbosa, turning it on and getting the finish late in the third.
All right, let's send it inside the cage to our cage announcer. This decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's #1 sports casting company. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Cooper has called for a stoppage at 2 minutes, 36 seconds of the third round. For your winner by TKO, the fighter in the red corner, Mauricio Barbosa.
Great corner advice. After all, in retrospect, that was a great way to get your fighter pumped up in between rounds to get that finish.
Yeah, nice win for Mauricio Barbosa. Listening to his corner there, heading into the third round, and it does not go the distance. All right, this is Hunter Glennon fighting out of Dennis Kang MMA, who you can see right there in the background. He trained at United MMA since he was about 8 years old. Got his black belt at 16 in Korean martial arts.
Yeah, it's actually called Hapdo Soul. So he's got an extensive martial arts background. He's been training most of his life. He actually started coaching when he was 13, and he got kind of doing some MMA and some kickboxing tournaments, kind of got bored with it. And then he just said, you know what, I'm going to travel East Asia for a while. And he came back to 2019, and, you know, he decided to take it a little bit more serious. And since then, he's decided to actually step in the cage. And here we are today as he gets greased up, and we can see Tristan Boondog Conley in the background there.
Yeah, I said one thing he learned from his last fight was that he didn't need to take as much damage. He said he risked himself too much, put himself in some bad positions where he ended up taking some damage. He's going to try to avoid that tonight. Yeah,
we see that a lot happen in amateur fights. You're just more focused on offense than defense, and that's the big difference between amateurs and professionals. You realize that, you know, how important defense is, and if you want to have a long, successful career, it is extremely important to defend yourself. So this guy maybe doesn't have the biggest, a big record, but he's got a lot of experience, so this should be a good one.
Yeah, and the funny thing is after his last fight, a victory for him, him and his crew, they went out to a restaurant, and guess who was at the same restaurant? This man right here,
yeah.
Mulif Buchali. And they sort of had, it's his second battlefield fight. Interestingly enough, they had a little bit of a, not a run-in, but just said, you know what? They both had good fights because Mulif won his fight that night, and he thought, Hunter thought that they would definitely face each other at some point, and that some point is tonight.
Yeah, that's right. They kind of knew sometimes you eye a guy up and you're like, you know, we're probably going to fight one day. And already both guys are 1-0. They like to get in there. They respect each other. They respect each other's skills, and they're looking forward to finding out who the better man is.
Yeah, Mulif Buchali had 4 fights in the past calendar year fall through on him, so he's really eager to get back in the cage.
Yeah, he goes by Junior, and he's been training, on and off for not too long. He's got a diploma background in criminology, and then once he started going to the dojo and sparring with a lot of active fighters, he realized that this might be something that he would like to do. And he has a background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling. A lot of wrestling, he went to provincials for wrestling, so I guess that would be his base and one of his strengths. So we'll see if that comes in handy tonight.
Yeah, going to be a fairly big height and reach advantage here for Hunter. We'll see if that factors into the fight. All right, let's check out the tail of the tape, the BFL betting odds. We're giving this one, Dave, a 50-50. Striking slightly to Clennon. Submission slightly to Clennon. Wrestling slightly to Clennon. Grit to Machali. Going for a 50-50. All right, let's get these fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is in the BFL welterweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 1 win, no losses. Making his BFL debut, representing Dennis Kang MMA in Richmond, BC. Here is Hunter Clennon. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of 1 win, 1 loss. Making his second appearance inside the BFL cage, representing Revolution Martial Arts and Fitness in Langley, BC. Here is Mulif Muchali Jr. And your man in charge of the action is Sal Ram.
Okay, Sal Ram is the referee for this one, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds.
Yes, we can see Hunter is the taller of the two. As Junior had mentioned, these guys eyeing each other down, and I think we might have a striking match on our hands.
Yeah,
here.
we'll see if they do end up striking, or if one guy wants to try and get it to the ground.
Very intense stare down by Junior there. I'm liking it. Look at this guy. He's here for business. All right, Hunter smiles back at him. This is going to be a good one, folks.
I'm not quite sure what the delay is here.
Not sure. Letting it simmer. All right, Hunter's going to just lean back, like probably wondering the same thing. You can see Christian Tremaine in Mulif's corner, who was we were supposed to see on the card tonight, but unfortunately there was an injury there.
Yeah, I guess this is what you'd call a pregnant pause.
Longer than usual.
I'm not quite sure what we're waiting for. We're just waiting for the doctor's just literally now walking back out. They should start up in just a second. He's just grabbing his seat right now. Oh. I guess maybe he had gone back to have a look at maybe possible damage from our last contest. But they are here now.
Ding.
Just taking their seats.
Just thought they lost the bell for a second.
And there's Sal Ram. He's ready to get things going. Round number 1 once again. If you've forgotten, because it's been a while, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds.
Boom! Nice jab by Hunter. Oh, man.
Oh, Hunter using that reach pretty well, but both fighters landing early on in this one.
Both guys just meet in the middle.
Now it's Mulif looking for the double leg.
Oh,
Can he get it? Looking for...
Nice defense by Hunter there. Both guys just meet in the middle and started throwing down.
Yeah, Hunter is so long.
So much for a warm-up period. Nice underhook by Hunter. He's gonna try and take it down.
He's trying to get both hooks underneath. We can't quite do it.
Good defense by Junior here.
Yeah, it started out with them throwing, and then right away became pretty much this. A little grappling. Now it's Hunter looking for that guillotine, but he lets it go.
Going for the double under here.
Corner of Hunter saying, hey, listen, if you want to let it go, let it go.
Trying to get that back, so Hunter seems to be looking for that takedown, but great defense so far. By Junior. Bit of a standstill, and there it is. Nice toss. Absorbed.
Nice toss.
Wow.
Yeah, good toss, and then a nice knee, and then a punch from Muchali.
Good work by Muchali using his arm to post. That can be dangerous, as sometimes you can break that arm, but he did a good job getting back up to his feet. And Hunter's relaxed with taking it. I could see actually some blood spewing from his nose, so Hunter's got a bloody nose here already. It just almost landed on me here. Probably from that initial exchange, most likely. And yeah, Hunter's going for that takedown. Good job, good defense by Junior. And we have 1:20 left in the first. Hunter trying to get it onto that back there, being a little tricky, but Junior does a good job putting his back against the cage, pushing off, bending forward, which is great defense, and now he's thinking of attacking the neck. If I were Hunter, I'd like to see him break off a little bit. It doesn't seem like it's there. He's using up some valuable energy here, but it paid off as he got it, so relentless pressure paid off. Great takedown by Hunter, and he finds himself in cross side attacking the neck, and this is very good with under 1 minute left in the first, but Charlie,
there's back up for Charlie, but
he's trying to get, he's got a Dars here, Dars or Anaconda. Very similar, but no, he's got very long arms here. He may have it. This is great for Hunter. He might have a submission here. Oh, good job.
That takedown by Muchali, though, that...
banged him loose.
Yep, banged him loose, made him release.
Hunter comfortable off his back, thinking of arm, thinking for the arm, but great job by Junior, just scooching to the back now. He's trying to get the back. Nice knee bar attempt by Hunter, goes for the knee bar. He may have it here, he just needs to extend it. No, good defense by Junior. Wow, that was quick, nice knee.
Yeah, good submission attempt there.
Oh, here it is.
10 seconds.
No, he doesn't have it because his knee is not on his belly button. He needs to line up the knee here. That's not gonna be there, not yet. Oh, now it's getting a little straighter, but notice how his knee is bent. Great defense by Junior. He seemed pretty comfortable on that.
Back and forth round number 1 there between Muchali.
Yeah, a lot of action.
Glennon.
Opened up with a lot of strikes. And we saw a little bit of jiu-jitsu and wrestling. Let's have a listen to the corners here.
All right, don't worry about it, okay? Let's go 1s and 2s, and let's move back, and let's avoid the grappling exchanges, okay? You want to strike with this guy, right? We came here to bang, okay?
Yeah.
How you doing? Good? Yeah, man. Yeah? Look, he's tired over there, guys, okay? This guy isn't the dedicated athlete that you are, right? He's out partying on the weekends. He's gonna fucking tire.
All right, we go back to some of the action here from round number 1. This might have been, the throwdown from Hunter, but Muchali able to get right back up to his feet. Nice knee, and then a right hand that actually might have been the right hand that cut Hunter in the end, or some blood from the nose, and that's a nice takedown from Muchali. It was interesting, Gabe, to hear the corner of Muchali say, listen, you don't want to grapple with this guy. Let's cut that out. Let's strike with this guy. That's what we want.
Exactly. He said keep the distance, a lot of 1-2s, and saying that his opponent is tired, so we shall find out, but that was a lot of energy exerted by both fighters. Great first round, a lot of back and forth as Hunter gets checked out here, like for just a minor bloody nose. Do we really need a doctor for that? Come on, come on. It's a fight. It's a fight, guys.
I guess maybe because it's still novice amateur
Yeah,
MMA.
okay.
Maybe that's the doctor's a little bit more sensitive. I don't think you'd see that in a pro fight. But anyway, we're ready to go here for round number 2.
Yeah.
We'll see if Muchali
Nice job, he's got both
listens
guys.
to his corner.
Yeah, Hunter's long. He looks long in there. Long frame. Good job using his jab. And then right away goes for the takedown, but nice defense. Charlie using the cage.
So we see what Hunter wants to do here. He wants to do this, the
Clearly,
cage
yeah.
wrestling and
Wow.
go for the takedown. He almost had
Nice.
it there, and good
Strong
sprawl
hits.
from Muchali, and now it's Hunter's on his back here.
As Hunter dives for the attempted knee bar again, as it worked at the end of the round, but nice body combination by Muchali here, who takes a knee but lands a nice hook. And it was a great takedown defense by Muchali there. He was very calm off the cage. And nice stiff jab that lands there. Trying to attack that bloody nose, kick for kick. Ooh, Hunter goes for the takedown, double under. Nice display of power there. Great toss by Junior, who's
a minute in,
looking good
Muchali
here.
looking very strong, very strong.
Yeah, he's looking sharp in there, and Hunter seems to be taking a little bit deep breaths, but he is dangerous off his back, as we saw him throw a couple submission attempts in the first here. This is good for Junior. Gonna try and posture up and attack the body. Hunter's gonna want to try and do that, use his underhook and try and think about attack a potential armbar triangle, and then Junior does a good job recognizing danger, go over, and then there's that knee bar attempt again by Hunter, but he's not there. But he doesn't let go. Junior needs to make sure to recognize the danger and not expose his knee or heel, because the knee bar is not there, but it could be turned into, see, Hunter is above the knee there. Great job by, has the heads clash there. And Junior ends up on top.
Yeah,
there.
a little inadvertent headbutt happening.
Yeah. Nice.
And now I'm not sure if that's the blood from the nose or did that headbutt actually open up Hunter a little bit,
I think
just above his right eyebrow possibly.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, from the bottom here. He's thinking an arm triangle from the bottom.
Yeah, I think something might have opened up there.
Oh my gosh, that's a huge cut.
Yeah, that could be a big cut. And I think now that our referee Sal Ram, with 48 seconds to go here in round number 2, has asked the doctor to come in and just look
that
at.
doesn't
And
look
I'm
good.
pretty sure that was from that inadvertent headbutt
Yeah.
that both guys coming together there.
If he was worried about the
Yeah.
nose, the doc ain't gonna like this one. Good catch on you. Oh, that's.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's not
I'm
pouring.
no, it's not. But I'm fairly certain that was from that.
Yeah, it
that
has to be.
headbutt. Yeah,
It has to be.
because there was no other
We saw it. It was.
significant strike.
He's all right. Yeah, no, we saw it. It was
Okay,
a
so
clean headbutt.
right now the doctor's saying, yeah, we're going to let you go for at least 48 more seconds. but-
Notice how it's dripping beautifully around the eye. So his vision is unencumbered, and it's not a problem. Nice check kick by Muchali here, who looks pretty focused and wants to exchange on the feet, listening to his coach, trying to land some nice 1-2s. Good movement, nice stiff.
Oh, yeah, that right just grazed off the head of Hunter there.
Yeah, dude.
And now it's Hunter looking for that takedown again. He's been relentless in this round.
He might have
with
it
that.
here. His hands are clasped, pulling out the hips. Nice
Yeah,
takedown
nice
by
takedown,
Hunter.
and those score as well.
Absolutely, 15 seconds left, second round. It's been a very close fight, so everything matters here as he does a great job scooping up the legs, but Muchali does a great job not accepting any positions and continually trying to get back to his feet or move and not lay down on his back and be flat. He's always moving, trying to get out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, round number 2 comes to an end. You have to think the doctor's probably going to make his way back in, or maybe not. He's still seated. See if they might want to have a further look at that cut, which, like you said, is...
It's not pouring blood, so it's not too bad. Luckily, that's what they worry about if it drips right into the eye and messes with your vision. But let's listen in here.
Yeah, you see it right there.
Hands go back. That's from a headbutt.
Yeah.
No cut, man. You gotta let your hands go. You understand? Yeah. Stop trying to clinch with his eyes. Yeah.
Closing his eyes when you throw it.
Yeah, dude. You're getting because you're longer than him. You're getting there before him.
from a distance, okay? Jab 3-2 from a distance. And you didn't show better body language.
All right, here's some of the action here in that round number 2. Good strength shown by Muchali there, Dave.
Yeah, just throws him to his back there, and then was in a dominant position for a while, and then.
This is where the two heads come together.
Yeah,
and
very subtle.
That's what led to the cut right there.
Yeah.
And you heard the corner of Cullen saying, you know what?
Yeah.
Stop wrestling with him. You got to strike. Let your hands go. So we'll see if Hunter Cullen is listening to his corner. I mean, I think Muchali was trying to do that in a second, but Hunter just kept going for that takedown. So we're going to see if both guys might come out in this third round and start throwing, though now it seems like the doctor's coming in
Again.
to have a look at that cut one more time.
It's the same one. It's fine. Oh, don't do that. Don't touch it. Oh, why didn't they put any? Did he put any Vaseline in there?
Didn't.
I don't know. It's not bleeding. We're good. Come on. This is a great fight. Nice. Oh,
And the doctor calls
Bummer.
the fight.
who let the doc in the cage? It's all good.
Okay, so this fight is over. It is Mulai Muchali.
Unfortunate. Well, we'll see. You never. I mean, I'm not sure how that goes down in the books there. It could. Yeah, we're gonna show the head clash again here.
Yeah, one more time.
So as he slides out from the knee bar attempt, they both come up at the same time, and right here, boom, forehead to forehead, and then Hunter got the worst of it, and unfortunately, that's the end of a fight. No one likes a fight to be stopped by a cut, but fighter safety is important here, and these guys can run it back. This was a great fight.
All right, just waiting for to make it official. Just our announcer Ryan is in the cage, just finding out Sal Rams the reason for the stoppage.
Cut. I wonder if that's a no contest, or not too sure what that goes down as, but both guys had their moments in there. Very anticlimactic finish, but
Yeah, I was really looking forward to round number 3.
yeah, that was a great fight. Both guys looking good in there.
Both guys getting told to get out there and strike. Unfortunately, we did not get to see it. You see Mulai Muchali there just sort of waiting around just to see what
Yeah,
the referee and judges are going to sort of rule this.
It could be quite frustrating when you feel like you're winning the fight, you're up 2 rounds, and sometimes you never know. It could be a win or a no contest. Or, I mean, if you're winning the fight and you don't win due to technicality like that, it's very frustrating.
That's a decent cut, but like you say, currently it's not bleeding, but that's a cut.
But as you mentioned, most likely because of the amateur rules, it's a little bit make a bigger deal out of it. But fighter safety, we'll be back to fight another day. But interesting to see how this one goes down in the books there.
Yeah, looks like the explanation is still being given right now.
Because it could be, what do they call it? I guess would be a no contest sometimes. But I'm no judge or ref, so.
It might be a no contest just because it came off a headbutt rather than a
That's what I mean,
punch.
but that's very frustrating.
Well,
if you feel like you're winning a fight, it's just
right?
that sucks as a fighter. If you feel like you're winning and then it's a no contest, like damn, you want that extra W under your belt. But in terms of fighting experience, 2 full rounds, good for both.
All right, the fighters are going to the center of the cage. This decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's #1 sports casting company. All right, inside the cage we go. Here he is, our cage announcer, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge number 1 scored the fight, 19-19. Judge number 2 scored the fight, 20-18, blue. And judge number 3 scored the fight, 19-19, for a technical draw.
Wow, interesting. Look at that.
Okay, so a technical draw. Now, I'm assuming they went to the judges' scorecards.
Look at Junior's face. He's so confused. He's like,
He's
what?
confused. I think we're a little confused. I think Hunter's confused. We're going to see the headbutt here one more time. So this was inadvertent by both men. No, obviously, right there as you look at it, it's nobody's fault for doing that. And I'm assuming that's why we went to the cards.
Yeah, exactly. So they went to the cards
because of an inadvertent headbutt.
And it was evenly split. One ref had it, one judge had it, one going one way, the other one the other way, and the other one literally in the middle. So that's why it's a draw, which is just
a technical draw. You don't see those too many times.
You don't. Next fighter's walking in here.
All right, here he is, Derek Bergen, fighting out of Revolution MMA. Started training seriously for fighting back in September of 2020. This is his BFL debut. 28 years of age, did some karate as a kid for about 6 years. Kind of shied away from MMA in high school or any martial arts. Started back with kickboxing during COVID, actually. Got into jiu-jitsu. Got his blue belt a month and a half ago in jiu-jitsu, Dave.
Yeah, fresh blue belt for Derek here. A lot of karate, karate as a kid, that's a lot of people's background. That's how you start. But then 2022, little jiu-jitsu, little MMA. And he said he's been, trying to tighten everything up, working on his wrestling specifically. And he describes his style as mostly stand-up. He likes to get in your face. He also likes to counter punch, but he likes to get in your face. So it seems like he would prefer to keep it on the feet. So it should be an exciting fight here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. He said one of the things he's really been working on is he's trying to get his defense on point. He was talking about his stand-up defense on point. Just wants to be crisper in that regard, better footwork, that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always ask guys what they think about the opponent and the matchup, and he feels like his opponent has more experience, is well-rounded, but he's kind of awkward and hard to deal with. And he says since he's also a southpaw, we'll see some southpaw on southpaw action, which should make it extra exciting. So we're about to find that out. That doesn't often happen. Southpaw versus southpaw is not that common.
Yeah, Derek Bergen looking tall. This fight at 160 pounds. Looking tall for a 160-pounder.
Yeah, I asked him what was his prediction for this fight, and his answer was quite unique. One word: excitement. So it should be a good one.
And here comes Radetsky, 30 years of age, training for about 12 years. So this guy's season is 8th battlefield appearance. So we've seen Flint quite a few times. He's the number 3 ranked amateur lightweight. So this guy's got some experience. And we'll see if he sort of says, all right, Derek, we're just going to stand in the middle and we're going to trade.
Yeah, we've seen him fight quite a few times, and he just loves to get in there and mix it up and really brings the fight to his opponent there.
Radetsky said, you know what, it wasn't a total prediction, but it was sort of what he's like, I would love to end a fight with a liver shot KO.
How specific is that?
Yeah, liver shot KO. Last fight was on December 3rd, so not too long ago. That was PFL 75. See there, he's the number 3 ranked amateur lightweight. He beat Brett Jackson in the unanimous decision. Said he felt really good in the fight. He was seeing openings. He felt in the zone. So he feels that he is progressing as a mixed martial artist.
Yeah, and he also said he was sparring with specifically southpaws to prepare for this fight. So he's done his homework. Got some hot orange shorts here. And he's ready to mix things up there. He said some of his favorite fighters are the technical ones like Dominic Cruz, so look for a lot of movement coming out of Radetsky.
Yeah, and Radetsky is your favorite, 55-45. He's got the edge in striking. Submission's the same. Wrestling goes to Bergen. Grit to Radetsky. We'll see how it all plays out. All right, let's get the fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is a 160-pound catchweight bout, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 1 win, 1 loss. Making his BFL debut, representing Revolution Martial Arts and Fitness in Langley, BC. Here is Derek Bergen. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of 3 wins, 4 losses. Making his 8th appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing Coquitlam Martial Arts in Coquitlam, BC. He is your number 3 ranked BFL amateur lightweight fighter. Here is Flint Radetsky. And your man in charge of the action is Kevin Dornan.
All right, Kevin Dornan is our referee. This one, again, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It is an advanced amateur contest at 160 pounds. Both gentlemen fairly tall at 160. Radetsky maybe has just a slight height advantage. Maybe just a little. They're both very close.
Tall, lean and mean, ready to throw down. What's going on now? We got only one doctor in the building?
Don't see the doctors again.
All right, Radetsky always with the interesting shorts, the Halloween Tarzan shorts tonight. We got...
There you see Derek Bergen. He's kind of wondering what's going on. He looks ready to go.
Yeah, just staying loose in there, ready to go.
Yeah.
Get the heart rate down.
Bergen just kind of looking around, checking it out. You see Radetsky, he's sort of looking, he's like, both the guys are like, all right, where's the doc? Come on, doc.
Awkward.
I think we've sent a couple people looking for the doctors now.
Yeah, busy night for the doctor tonight. Cuts every round. We'll see. Should be a striking war again.
All right, I think I see a stethoscope around a gentleman's neck. That's a good sign. Hopefully he's not an imposter. And we can get going. All right, here we go. Round number 1, Flint Radetsky there in the orange with the leopard print or tiger print.
Here we go.
Derek Bergen, he is in the black.
Oh, nice. Stiff 1-2 by Bergen.
Nice. Oh, nice left from Radetsky there. That lands. That right. A couple of southpaws going at it, Dave.
Yeah.
Nice kick from Radetsky.
Yeah, doing a good job staying out of punching range and landing a couple kicks there. Ooh, nice.
Oh, yeah, you see Bergen kind of loading up that left a little bit there, and that almost landed.
Both guys land a nice kick, but you can see Derek coming in hot with that overhand, looking to find a home here. But we saw some good head movement out of Radetsky's last fight here as he opts for the takedown. As I say that, we could see Berger feeling very comfortable on the feet here.
Yeah,
nice knees by Flint. Nice work from the clinch. Both guys. Derek goes for the back, trying to get the takedown. Don't rush it. Take your time. Good D by Flint, and ends up on his back. Good work by Derek. Interesting opening minute. Both guys landing some good shots.
Yeah, a good takedown from Bergen, and now he looks to isolate that left arm, and now he looks
Berger
possible guillotine here.
Yeah, it looks like that arm was pretty deep around the neck there. He's gonna have to
But he lets it go.
Be careful there. Flint gets to his knees. Good work getting to his knees, and then there we go. Back to neutral position. See if he breaks off or what happens here.
Now we'll see if they want to grapple along the cage here a little bit, or will they separate and go back to that striking that both fighters were talking about before this fight started.
Yeah, you see Derek taking some deep breaths, looking at his corner, asking for some direction. Flint with the leaning into him, trying to tire
a couple
him.
of knees that made Bergen wince a little bit there from Radetsky.
Yeah, nice knees by Flint.
Oh, nice left-right combo from Radetsky, and then he goes right back in looking for a takedown, which is nicely defended by Bergen.
Yeah, a lot of knees thrown for this round by Flint, and then the ref making sure they're all legal here. It's getting close to be below the belt, but great work from the clench by Flint. Knees, punches, mixing it up well.
Oh, Radetsky almost walks into a knee.
Yeah, he catches the kick there and tries to get that takedown. This is a position where he seems to be comfortable here. Derek using the cage as defense, looking at his corner. You're like, okay. Do I just ride this out? Nice knee by Derek.
Final 20 seconds here.
Look at Derek going for the back there. Well, that was interesting. Oh, and he gets the rear naked choke, just like that. He's got the choke. 10 seconds.
This could be trouble for
10 seconds.
Radetsky.
Can he hold on? 10 seconds. He's going to go out. He's going to go out.
No, he escapes there for the minute.
Oh, no. 5 seconds.
Yeah, good hand fighting from Radetsky, and I don't think... And,
oh, dangerously close was that choke. Damn. Woo, it looked deep for a moment here. We got to see that replay. It looked extremely deep, but somehow he got out of it. Let's see. Look at this interesting back take. He just like swoops his hook around and then just jumps like on.
And then he gets that right arm underneath the chin, pretty much right, and that's trouble.
He already had it. He had the arm around the neck before he had the back, which is very weird. Must have very long arms, but that looked as deep as it gets. 10 seconds. Great job by Flint getting out of that.
Yeah, nice hand fighting. Able to pull that.
He lost the grip there. Derek shouldn't have changed his grip there if he wouldn't have just held on and squeezed for dear life. But that was crazy. Crazy end of the first round there. Wow. Lucky for us. I thought that might have been over there. Wow. See how much that took out of him, because you know when the choke is threatening you, your heart rate goes up, and then you can exert a lot of energy just defending that. Just the sheer fear of getting choked out there. That couldn't have felt good, because that was a good squeeze by Derek.
All right, here we go. Round number 2. Derek Bergen coming close at the end of round number 1.
Both guys very evenly, very similar styles on the feet there. Throwing some, oh, nice.
Oh, nice combination from Flint.
Very nice.
Bergen punching back, and now Flint goes in. Bergen answers.
Yeah.
Good knees from Flint.
Flint landing a nice combination and getting out of range and then going back in for the takedown attempt. Nice opening 30 seconds for Flint. Nice knee by Derek there. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice combinations from Flint as he wanders in, landed a couple clean ones.
A lot of wide
Bergen
hooks
responding.
there. I don't like how Flint has his mouth guard almost out of his mouth there. Oh, nice hooks by Flint, landing a lot of hooks, man.
Yeah, and you kind of wonder here, are you sure you wanted to go for the takedown at this point when you were getting the better of the stand-up?
Nice knees. It seems to be part of his game or strategy. Land on the feet, go for the takedown.
Yeah,
thinking that
Derek able to switch it around now. He's pressed Flint up against the cage.
Yeah, he's tricky in this position. Flint needs to be careful. So he's using the cage to make sure that Derek doesn't scooch around the back like he did at the end of the first there. But then you don't want to grab your opponent's head. Like Flint's doing a mistake with that bulldog choke. Like experienced grappler will just take your back or pick you up, take you down. Derek doing a good job being heavy, controlling the position, wearing on his opponent here as we approach the half-minute mark of the second round. Good round by, good opening minute by Flint, and now Derek is kind of settling in here on top. Nice shot, and as he's got the back here, Flint's got to be careful not to give up his back. A lot of back and forth action with these guys. Oh, nice work. Nice shots. Good control by Derek here.
Yeah, Derek landing from the top position here. Nice couple of lefts.
Interesting position. He's got his leg in between Flint. Normally you would want it on the back. And now Derek's moving him over to his back, getting a more dominant position. This is good for Derek. He's gonna try and get his knee through his opponent's legs as he pushes down, but he's still stuck in half guard here. Flint's not giving the position. He's just squirming, trying to get out of there. But good top control by Derek, being heavy as we approach the final 30 seconds of the second round here, which the tide kind of turned about halfway. But Derek showing some good top pressure.
Yeah, Derek doing well from the top here, other than a great, first opening minute for Flint. Radetsky.
Yeah, Flint landed
Derek with that nice takedown, and then he's been
10 seconds there.
He's been, having top position for most of this round. We'll see how the judges score this one.
Yeah, that's a tough round there because Flint landed a lot of shots in that opening minute, and those last almost 2 minutes was great top control by Derek. So, man, I think a lot of it's going to come down to this third round. So, lucky for us, there's no need for doctors. We're going to see a third here. Let's have a listen into the coaches.
By top position, okay? So let's do stand up for the last third round. I just want you to outpoint. Don't let him catch you. Okay. Don't let him get you. Don't play that against the cage stuff. You don't get much out of it. Okay, let's play it in the open and let's look for a strike.
All right, we look back at some of the action here, round number 2. Oh, this is some nice stand-up here from Flint, and he's landing a few of these. Some of them are missing, but
he's throwing a lot of shots here.
And you heard the corner.
And then having your chin pop up, keep that down as you're striking, right? Because you're on the cage doesn't mean you need to grapple.
So there, the corner of Radetsky saying, you know what? Let's stand. And
you actually called it in the second because you're like, did he really want to do that? He landed a bunch of punches, went for the takedown, but his corner clearly saying, none of the grappling stuff. Keep on your feet. You're getting the better of him.
Yeah,
let's stay there.
When it's working for you.
Yeah,
and let's see if he listens.
You're
Let's see
right.
if he listens. Third and final round now.
It was. As we noticed in the grappling there, 2/3 of that. Oh, nice cross by Derek. The last 2/3 of the second was all Derek. So let's see if we keep it on the feet here. And it's just his instincts. It's just he can't help himself. Land a couple shots, go for the takedown. Not listening to his corner, but let's see if he can make something happen. Nice.
Nice
cross
left coming out of
break.
that from Derek, yeah.
Nice kick by Derek. That one's heavy. Nice. Nice stiff jab by Flint there. He throws a little bit wild. Flint drops his hand when he starts throwing combinations, which can be dangerous. But both guys just landing a few shots and then closing the distance. A lot of fighting from the clenched knees and elbows as they come right in front of the cage. Flint is thinking of throwing some knees, breaks off, nice combo. Nice stiff jab, loses his mouthpiece, takes a few shots. Man, oh, that was dangerous. You don't stop unless the ref is between you, so we took one for good measures, but back we are here. 2 minutes left. Third and final round,
Oh,
Superman.
Flint tries the Superman there, yeah.
The Superman jab. Man, okay, these guys are getting after it. Both guys landing a lot of everything.
Nice right hand from Derek. Another right hand from Derek stops Flint.
A nice takedown attempt by Flint. He may have it. Oh, oh, that's bad for Flint. Great for Derek. What's the ref doing there? Oh, this is bad for Flint. Wow, made a mistake there. Derek's gonna make the most of it.
Oh yeah, he's looking for that rear naked. He's got a lot of time now. He's got over a minute.
Yeah.
Well over a minute.
This is bad for Flint there. Very bad. He's just gonna try and defend that right hand of Derek's. A minute's a long time to defend the neck here.
He's got that body lock.
Good job by Flint defending the hands. He's gonna try and turn his body to face his opponent, who's got a body triangle. Oh, that's might be it, folks. That's looking pretty bad. Gotta give it to Flint. He's got heart, man. He got the body triangle, the choke, and he's not giving up. There's the golden mouthpiece again. Oh, there's the choke. Again. There it is. There's no quitting Flint here. Oh man, good rear naked choke defense by Flint.
Yeah, final 30 seconds here in the fight.
Derek doing everything to try to get that choke.
And you see our referee Kevin Dornan on the sly puts the mouthpiece back in.
Yeah, and that's actually very nice of him. It's very helpful when you're trying to defend your rear naked choke because your teeth are just grinding against each other. That mouthpiece is actually an extra little layer of defense if you've ever been choked out really hard or attempted. Oh, good hips by Derek. He finishes the round in a very dominant position.
Big ground and pound here from Derek Bergen.
Nice finish. Way to go. Not holding anything back.
All right, good finish for Derek Bergen.
Yeah, that was solid. Exclamation point on that one. Well done, great matchup. Both guys having their moments. Close fight. Derek seeming pretty confident that he pulled that one out of the bag.
And you have to wonder there a little bit with Flint's kind of, and you said it was his reaction or whatever, his knee-jerk reaction to kind of go for that takedown after landing a couple shots where, I mean, it was obvious his corner wanted to just stand and trade because they thought he was getting the better. And for a while there in that third round, he sort of was, but then Derek kind of came on a little bit. He landed a couple of stiff right jabs because obviously both guys are southpaws, and he stopped Flint in his tracks a couple times, and then as soon as that happened, Flint just went for the takedown, and then, I think we're going to see here, we're going to sort of see this mistake here. Yeah, this mistake where it's almost like he pulled guard. Almost.
It was, that was really
but
bad.
I don't think, but it was a mistake rather than Flint wanted to do that.
That
and then,
mistake could have cost him the fight. So he tried to do the outside leg trip, but what happens? Yeah, the ref slickly put the mouthpiece back in his mouth. This is the last few seconds of the fight where Derek was a very dominant position. But he tried to go for the outside leg trip and then very strong hips by Derek, and he just kind of bucked him and ended up in a full mount, which was great for him.
And you wonder if Derek had another 20 seconds, if he'd gone to that mount 20 seconds earlier, would this fight would maybe have been stopped at it being an amateur fight?
So many variables. I mean, if Flint doesn't make that mistake, I would say he would have had the fight. That could have cost him the fight. He still may have won. I mean, who knows? But that's going to be a really close one. So we're about to find out who won.
All right, this decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's #1 sports casting company. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, our cage announcer, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' decision. All 3 judges have scored this fight 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. The fighter in the blue corner, Derek Bergen.
Great win for Derek Bergen there.
Yeah, improves his record to 2-1.
Takes 2 to tango. Both guys seeming, give him some nice respect in there. They both put on a great show, great experience. Full 3 rounds. And then this is the very end of the fight. Very great finish for Derek. Just posturing heavy hips and just going to town.
I think he
with
lands
the ground
a big left right here coming. Oh no, I guess it was the right.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's the left I was talking about there, where Radetsky had his head turned a little bit and he snuck a left in there.
Yeah, that wasn't looking good there. You're right. If there was an extra 20, 30 seconds, you never know if that would have been stopped or not. But either way, great victory for Bergen.
All right, this is Max Tamel, fighting out of Martial Arts Unlimited on Vancouver Island. Just turned 23. Been doing karate since he was 9 years old. Since then, after he graduated high school, he's been focusing on MMA. This is his BFL debut.
Yeah, he said he's a fresh purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he had a little stint when he was younger. He had the chance to go to TriStar Montreal, and he learned a lot there. He says overall he enjoys his striking, but he also loves BJJ, so he's pretty, well-rounded. And he's fluent with the upper knees and upper body wrestling and more traditional MMA, and really likes his headlocks. So a little tricky in there, so it'll be interesting to see how he mixes it up.
Yeah, he says he's excited to be fighting his opponent. Dylan Forrester says he respects Dylan's game and wants to test himself against somebody of that caliber, which is always nice to hear.
Yeah, and I said what was his biggest takeaway from his last fight when we spoke, and he considers himself a perfectionist, so he's like, he learned that fear is okay, because he had never been as afraid as he was going into his last fight, and that's part of experience and that cage time that we talk about. And he said he still performed well, and he says like knowing that his skills are still there, regardless of his emotions, was a great lesson in his last fight, which I think is a great lesson for any young fighters just beginning their MMA career. I'm like, if you put in the time in training, your skills will be there when you step in the cage. So train hard, fight hard. Let's see what we have here.
This fight in the lightweight division, and it looks like Tamel's going to be a fairly tall lightweight here.
Yeah, he's got those
as he
long.
comes in, yeah, you can see his body type.
He's got those long arms, and he mentioned he's pretty catchy with those headlocks. And when I asked him for his predictions, he said he thinks it's going to be a submission victory, but in the later rounds, maybe he's going to tire his opponent out and then catch him with one of those arm chokes. Looking pretty relaxed in there. Nice dance moves.
And you can see there, he didn't like that the song ended quite when it did.
Where's my
He's
song?
like, wait, what?
That's
what?
the best part.
I was going to have a dance, a dance contest. All right, this is Dylan Forrester.
Here we go.
Fighting out of Ascension MMA. This is his third BFL appearance. He's the #1 ranked AMI lightweight.
Not bad. And he's
Dylan Forrester.
And he's a blue belt. And he's only been training for about a year. That's not a long time. Out of Ascension Martial Arts. And you can see Keenan Keller there.
Yeah.
As he punches his coach, Sean Albrecht, in the head.
So, Forrester's more of a grappler than a striker. I think it depends on where the fight goes, but he's very comfortable with jiu-jitsu, wall wrestling, that kind of thing.
So that should be interesting. Both guys seem to be well-versed in the grappling world. And he says, you know, he's been working on adapting for a really tall guy. He doesn't know too much about him other than he's pretty tall, so anything can happen. He just knows he's tall, he's a good kickboxer, and he's a purple belt. So that's what happens when guys don't have too much experience. You never really know too much because there's not a lot of footage out there, so anything can happen. As you mentioned, he's the #1 ranked amateur lightweight.
Yeah. We asked Dylan what his prediction for this fight was. He said, you know what, I'm not really a big talker. He just does not want to, and I love this, he doesn't want to get beat up in front of friends and family.
Yeah,
who does?
I agree. That's always a good motivating factor when you fight in front of your friends and family. I'm like, that's never fun. So whatever motivates you to get in the gym every day and put in that time makes a difference. As you mentioned in the last fight, his instincts were really to go back to the grappling. Like when you get tired and you get punched in the face, sometimes game plan goes out the window and your instincts come to the surface. So your instincts better be good, hopefully, while you're in there. And if they are better than your opponent, that's the difference between winning and losing in this game.
All right, we're gonna check out the tail of the tape here. Forrester is your favorite, 56-44. He's got the edge in submissions, wrestling, and grit. Striking will go to the taller Max Tamel. All right, let's get these fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is in the BFL lightweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 2 wins, no losses. Making his BFL debut, representing Martial Arts Unlimited in Victoria, BC, here is Max Tamel. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of 2 wins, no losses. Making his 3rd appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing Ascension Martial Arts in Port Coquitlam, BC. He is your #1 ranked BFL amateur lightweight fighter. Here is Dylan Forrester. And your man in charge of the action is John Cooper.
All right, John Cooper is the referee. And you see there Max Tamel. He is wearing the black. It is Dylan Forrester. in your picture there. He is wearing the black with red.
Tamel, not Tamel. Thanks for the correction there.
Oh,
Max.
he's
he just told us.
It's Tamel.
Tamel.
Tamel, not
Apologies. Tamel. Max Tamel, the taller of the two. Nice opening kick.
And he talked to us about his kicks actually on the phone.
Nice.
Oh, big left hand lands.
Cross by Dylan there. Very nice. And goes to the takedown right away. He likes that BJJ in grappling.
Yeah, those two big lefts from Forrester setting up the takedown, and he's looking for it right now after a couple of nice kicks from Tamel.
There now, this is the outside trip that we saw fail in the last fight. It cost a fight. But nice knee here, good defense by Tamel. And then relentless with the takedown attempt is Dylan here. Really is clasping his hands together. This is good for him. Nice takedown, and he gets it. But
Little post there from Tamel.
Yeah,
you see
Tamel
that kind of
those long limbs and pops right back up, and now he's thinking of tossing him. Great defense by Tamel. It's not just taking down your opponent. You got to keep him down and do something with it here. And this is very tiring. So got a lot of fight left. Only 1 minute in here in the first. Both guys are still dry. Not exerting too much energy, both looking pretty composed in there. Although it's only their third fight. Now Tamel puts his opponent against the cage. Pretty neutral position here. Nice knee by Tamel. Oh, nice little trip attempt. Which Dylan recognizes. Little dance around. How you doing? Pummeling for the underhook is Dylan.
Yep. Both guys fighting for those underhooks.
Ooh, thinking of pulling down the head and throwing a knee, but Tamel is the one who ends up landing a knee. Even matchup here. Oh, there's that headlock. Got to be careful with that head. Tamel said he loves those headlocks. He's got those long arms. Oh, he could have a one-arm guillotine here. That's dangerous. Dylan going for the takedown. And nice takedown, and he gets it. Beautiful.
Big slam from Forrester.
That's in that position. You got to be careful of the guillotine, but if you get it and the guy doesn't let go, he's got no defense. Now he's thinking of doing a straight armbar here from this position. Tamel from the back here. He doesn't have it anymore, but comfortable off his back, controlling the head position, preventing Dylan from posturing up and doing any damage. Nice little shot from the bottom is Max.
45 seconds to go here in the opening round. This one's scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. This guy's fighting in the lightweight division.
Ooh, gotta be careful for that triangle. Max thinking triangle for a sec. Almost I can't see from this angle here. He's got those long arms, but Dylan seems quite comfortable here. Posturing up. Oh, there's the triangle attempt, but he's so long he can get it while his shoulders are on the ground, but great defense. Oh, illegal up kick there, it seemed like. The position was hard to see for the ref there, but Dylan seemed to be like, hey, you can't do that. We'll see in the replay there. Look at those long limbs
Yeah, look
there.
at those long arms from Dylan Forrester, or rather Max Tamel.
A little bit of rubber guard here. Finish off the first round. Nice first round for Dylan. Because I have a fucked up nose, so I try not to want to, so I don't hear me breathe, so that's why. But yeah, just let me know. Just keep an eye, because I don't want
Checking on the corners here.
Okay.
Get low on you, so I need you to change
How's that?
your level to match him, okay? And try and peel him up off of you, okay? When you turn him around, I don't want you to just pressure him. I want you to turn him around and then fire into your own attack right away, okay?
No, you're trying to like force too much muscle on the wall when you're wrestling right now, trying to go behind him. When you get that single leg, I just gotta walk his legs together, or the double leg, I just gotta walk his legs together a bit more, and then I'll have it. But this round, please stand up a bit more. Move around a bit more, get your legs underneath you, and then back.
All right, this is the opening round.
These are these two lefts that Forrester comes in. I think there's one more that we might see here.
That was the nice one, cross. That was the power shot, the most powerful shot, and that was the end there. He didn't let go of that guillotine, and he allowed Forrester to get a really nice slam. But great corner advice by Sean Albright there and his fighter Dylan, mentioning don't force too much energy. And you could see that, although Tamel was on his back, he was very calm in there. And nice teep kick, nice push kick. Oh, just misses.
Just missed with that.
Wow.
Flying straight kick.
But I like that advice there. You don't want to get too tired. And he was working a lot for those takedowns. And Max seems pretty calm and composed in there. So we got a lot of fight left here. These guys are well matched. Double underhook by Tamel. He's going to try and get his head under the chin of Dylan, which is a lot more difficult when you're the taller of the two fighters here. But you can see there Dylan using the arm around the neck, which is a nice position to try and land some knees, pummeling for underhook. These guys are working hard to get in a dominant position here, but both guys are doing the same things. There's that head. Tamel thinking of attacking that head, which could give Dylan the takedown here, and it does. Nice work by
Another
Dylan.
nice big takedown from Forrester.
Yeah, relentless with the takedown.
And he's right into side control here.
That's what happens is people that like guillotines, it can cost you the takedown. And oh, here's a nice little rubber guard controlling the position here. Locking up that triangle from a bottom side control position. Very long limbs there. Oh, what? Oh, I see. This is interesting. This is more control than anything. Oh, is this a buggy choke? This might be a buggy choke. Very interesting. If I'm not mistaken, that's a potential buggy choke from the bottom there. I believe it is. Very tricky, very, very tricky when you got those long limbs. But yeah, no, it's a nice tricky choke from the bottom here.
Approaching just about a minute to go here in round number 2. We'll see how long John Cooper wants this position to last. Neither fighter really doing too much, and I'm not sure that Forrester's in too much trouble, and now he gets out of it.
Good patience by Forrester. Nice trickiness from his back is Tamel. Forrester trying to posture up here and do some damage.
Comes down with a hammer fist, trying to do a little bit more.
Ooh, interesting position there. Comfortable off his back is Tamel there. Getting back up to his knees, getting back up. Nice work. Oh, nice shot.
Left, yeah, little
Knee.
left lands and nice knee lands from Forrester as well. That one made Tamel wince a little bit there as they both end up looking at the clock, and they're going to know that there's about 10 seconds to go here in the second round. And you got to wonder here if Tamel actually wouldn't mind separating. Oh, that's a nice left kick that found a bit of a home, and then he sort of feigns a spinning technique there.
Yeah, it's great matchup. These guys, it's a close fight.
It could come down to this third round.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I have no idea who's winning anymore. Let's listen into the corners.
That's okay, we got out. So look, this round, a bit of stand up. Let's push him back into the fence. We need one more round. That's it. All right, I know you're tired. Okay, that's fine. We need one more round. You easily have 3 minutes inside of you right now. All right? Body lock, fence, double leg again. All right? He doesn't have an answer for your double leg. Initial answer is okay, where you're able to adjust your hands a bit and then get the takedown. When we're down, let's start looking for half guard immediately. All right? Cross side is okay, it's fine, but I'd rather you stay in half guard first. Does that make sense? All right? Okay, let's go for half guard.
All right, here is that nice long push kick from Tamel. Pushes him back. Cage holds him up and just misses that crazy jump push kick. That would have been crazy.
If he'd landed that, that could have been the end of the fight easily, because that heel was out there too. We're going to see it again right here. You see he's just going to miss to the right side of his face here.
Boom!
Oh.
That's like Verdum, like against Travis Brown there. I saw that happen.
All right, let's return to the live action here, just beginning round number 3.
Yeah, and oh, nice overhand, and Dylan goes right back to that takedown where he wants to be. Breathing heavily in between rounds was Dylan there, and I think this one may come down to cardio, but his corner acknowledged, I know you're tired, it doesn't matter, one more, most likely up on the scorecards, but great job by Tamel jumping back to his feet.
Yeah, very quickly back to his feet.
Yeah, you can't...
Dylan looking for that back now.
Yeah. Dylan's working harder to control these positions.
Tamel able to turn it around now. Gets taken down again. See if he can bounce back up again as quickly as
Notice
he did
how
the
he's
first
controlling
time.
his legs this time, with preventing him from getting up. Nice work controlling those legs by Dylan there. Not as easy to get up when you have no legs here. Great work by Dylan, who's happy to set up shop here, control the legs, progressing to mount. Great work by Forrester. Now he's very difficult to get up from here when you're stuck against the cage and you don't have any legs here. Great opening minute for Forrester as he's thinking of trying to trap his opponent's left arm and sneak up. But he doesn't want to rush it. 2 minutes left. Good control there. Not doing too much, but in full mount. This is looking good for the judges. Dylan is forced to give his back, which is not a good thing.
Almost was looking to slip out the back door there, but not able to. Now he gives up his back, but is able to turn back around and stand up with him.
Very interesting defense. Gives up the back and gets it back up to his feet. Well done. You don't see that every day. Oh, now he's gonna. He's got his head in between. That's the defense, is splitting your legs like that, which he's doing, but Dylan is so strong, and he's got his hands in the right position under the hips. Still managed to pick him up and then tries to jump to side control there. But those long legs by Tamel prevented it, but he still got there.
Yeah, good third round here so far for Dylan Forrester.
He's not laying off the gas pedal. He's tired, but he's still going to work here. He hasn't stopped 1 second. Progressing, doing damage, controlling. Although Tamel is very good at getting back up. Notice how Dylan's not giving him any space.
Yeah, you saw Tamel just check the...
Oh, watch out for the neck there. Make sure he doesn't get a guillotine there. See those long arms? He could have a one-arm guillotine here. There's danger. There's danger. Could have a guillotine. He seems to be okay here.
Yeah, Forrester looks...
use it to roll. Oh, look at that. Look. Wow. Tricky as
now
Tamel.
Is he looking for a triangle here? Possible for from the bottom?
I mean,
has to sort of...
No, his legs are
give
open.
It up. Yeah.
But his, you could see that guillotine. You could see Dylan's head was a little extra red for a minute.
Yeah,
those long limbs.
Time winding down.
Yeah, Tamel's running out of time. He's gonna have to get a submission here. Ooh, wow. Oh, there's a triangle. Ah, too late. Great fight. Close.
Yeah, really back and forth. Lots of fun, that one.
Yeah, that was great. Great work. Tricky Tamel. Great work by, great 3 rounds put in by Dylan. Relentless pressure, good control. Should do the trick.
One of these fighters is going to improve to 3-0 in their amateur career.
Someone always got to go.
You guys are fucking awesome. Good game plan. Great.
All right, this is where it seemed like he had a one-arm guillotine and it seemed threatened. If you see, he used it well to sweep to actual mount, and a mounted guillotine would have been very tight. Great work by Dylan there. See, pushing back the knee and not allowing him to go to mount there. That's what saved him here, and he used it to get back on top, but that was definitely dangerous there. And there he's thinking triangle, but Dylan,
just couldn't get that right leg.
Doing a good job defending it. Great fight. A lot of action.
Coach? Yeah. That was a sick fight, man.
Just awaiting the judges to...
Yeah, I can't see how we win this.
Waiting for the judges to render their decision here. You see Dylan Forrester there. Excellent third round for him. Very controlling third round for Dylan Forrester. All right, this decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's #1 sports casting company. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judge's decision. Judge number 1 has scored the fight 30-27. Judge number 2 has scored the fight 30-27. And judge number 3 has scored the fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. The fighter in the red corner, Dylan Forrester.
Dylan Forrester improving to 3-0. Excellent work getting those takedowns, getting the unanimous decision. All right, once again, we'll remind everybody who's watching on our YouTube channel here at Battlefield, BFL 76, the main card with 3 title fights on the line. We go live at 7:30 Pacific and 10:30 Eastern tonight for the main card, so tune in on UFC Fight Pass.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked?
Big shot from
Oh my goodness!
The eternal fire, Brokenshire.
The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion. All right, we're just about ready here for our fourth fight of the undercard here at BFL 76. You see the Casey O'Leary camp. Casey O'Leary, it kind of looks like Dave is sort of waiting. He's the red corner fighter.
Seen a couple.
But I guess the red corner is going to come out first for this one.
Yeah, O'Leary, I've seen a couple green shirts in the crowd here. Haven't seen him in a minute, but he's been here before as he makes his 8th BFL appearance and coming back with a vengeance.
Yes, Casey O'Leary, 30 years old, training out of his own gym, O'Leary MMA, here on Vancouver Island in Duncan, British Columbia.
Yeah, he's been training since he was 16 years old, pretty much half of his life. Started out in BJJ, some Muay Thai, boxing, a little bit of everything. Strength and training now. He's, like, as you mentioned, he's opened his own gym. Doesn't really care much for rankings, but you know, he's trained no gi for about 10 years. But he's technically a blue belt. But some people don't care when it comes to MMA. We've seen him in the cage a few times before, as we mentioned, 8 times. He describes his style as a sprawl and brawl, but if he has the opportunity, he will choke you out.
Will cage rust be a little bit of an issue for Casey O'Leary? He hasn't fought in 4 years. Had a few things in life going on. He just couldn't do it. He's the former #1 ranked amateur featherweight here, so I mean, he's been up there before, but will cage rust be a factor here?
It depends who you ask. Everybody has a different opinion. Some people say it's not real. Some people think it is. Who knows? I believe the last time he was in the cage was against Marlon Pretty Boy Hall as an amateur for the title there. Long time ago.
I said he was doing construction a couple years ago. On the side, he had a couple clients that wanted to be trained, so he started training them. And then he realized he was just making way more money training clients rather than working construction. So he said, forget you construction, I'm opening up my own gym, which is exactly what he did, O'Leary MMA.
Makes sense. Sounds like a sound business decision.
I said he thinks the layoff's not going to be a factor. He's been working on MMA basics. Said he feels like he hasn't forgotten anything. So we'll see if that comes true.
We shall see. Seems pretty pumped up in there.
We have a look here at Abdallah El-Hefnawi, fighting out of WKX in Surrey.
Yeah, you can see him walking out here with his coaches, Dennis Kang and Jay Johnsey in the back as he makes his 2nd BFL appearance. We saw him here not too long ago. He actually last fought was against Hugh Gleason, and he was having a pretty great performance until the last round there, and it got away from him. But he's looking to get back in the win column here.
Yeah, El-Hefnawi says from his last fight, he feels like he needs to just be a little bit calmer. He needs to be precise with his striking, and when he takes a shot for a takedown, he needs to be precise.
Yeah, he's a very young guy. Being calm in there is everything, because when you're not, that's when you make mistakes. And he acknowledges that, you know, he's at times potentially a slow starter, but he quickly becomes explosive, and he wants to maintain that explosiveness as much as he can, as he's really striking heavy. But he's confident in his grappling, but, you know, he just waits for an opening, and he likes to pressure or be a counter fighter, either or. So he's very adaptable in there. So it'll be interesting to see his strategy coming into this matchup here, as he knows that his opponent is a bit more aggressive fighting style, and he likes to come forward. So he's going to try and be more methodical versus the brawler here. In his own words, of course. We shall see. And when asking about his prediction, El-Hefnawi said, it's going to end badly for my opponent. So we'll see what that means over the next 15 minutes.
All right, let's do the tail of the tape. Have a look here. BFL betting odds have O'Leary and El-Hefnawi. They're even, 50-50 down the middle. Striking goes to El-Hefnawi. Submissions, even. Wrestling, slight edge to O'Leary. Grit, slight edge again to O'Leary. All right, let's get these fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is in the BFL lightweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 1 win, 2 losses, making his second appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing WKX in Surrey, BC, by way of Egypt. He is a former BFL amateur welterweight title contender. Here is Abdullah El-Hefnawi. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of 4 wins, 4 losses, making his 8th appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing O'Leary MMA in Duncan, BC. He is a former #1 ranked BFL amateur featherweight fighter. Here is Casey O'Leary. And your man in charge of the action is Sal Ram.
All right, Sal Ram, the referee for this one, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. You see El-Hefnawi there. He's in the black with white trim. Casey O'Leary, now on screen, he is black with a neon yellow trim.
Yeah, these guys both like to strike. This should be a good one for the fans. As O'Leary comes in aggressive, opens it with a high kick.
And you see that big looping overhand right that missed.
Very nice stiff jab cross by El-Hefnawi. Very clean striking.
Oh, yeah, big shot. Right hand lands from El-Hefnawi now.
That's it,
O'Leary could be in problem, and he's in trouble, and it's it.
Just like that.
El-Hefnawi, wow, that didn't take long.
What a counter shot. He said, beautiful counter striking. Caught his opponent coming in too aggressive, and he's pretty happy about that one. That one's gotta feel good.
That right hand seemed to land somewhere on the forehead as well.
Oh, that cross completely rocked him, and then he did a great job just pouncing on his opponent and never gave him a chance to recover. And the ref just,
and then jumping right on and a few hammer fists, and our referee Sal Ram had seen enough. And
I mean, talk about being adaptable. Like, that was fast. He came in aggressive, landed a beautiful cross.
I think we're going to see it. We're going to see it almost from the beginning of the fight here.
It's the
that
cross.
Big overhand right miss.
It's this cross jab, very clean jabs. And look at this
couple
cross.
Of stiff lefts.
This cross is very nice. Jab cross, 1-2. This one here. Very quick. 1. Ooh, look at him. Good right.
That one right there was just a short right.
But then look, now he's got his arm trapped, and then that's about.
And these hammer fists to the ear, and you could see O'Leary wasn't even sure the fight was done there, but absolutely it was. But
it didn't
great effort from Abdallah El-Hefnawi.
Lightning fast finish, Abdallah El-Hefnawi. Wow, pumped about that one. That one's gonna feel good, man. Get that W. Good work.
All right, this decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's #1 sports casting company. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Sal Ram has called for a stoppage at 20 seconds of the very first round. For your winner, by knockout, the fighter in the blue corner, Abdullah El-Hefnawi.
Almost in disbelief. Abdullah, he's like almost in disbelief. That was so lightning fast, but great sportsmanship and recognition by O'Leary. Frustrating return for him, but hopefully we'll see him back soon. And that was, anything can happen in there. This is how fast it happens. Like, look at these stiff jabs. Great distance control by El-Hefnawi. Look how he's back, composed, counter striker.
Good lefts too.
Very accurate jab cross, and this other cross just really heavy, rocked his opponent. Great finishing instincts right there. Look how he traps, his arm is trapped, and then he just, like, it didn't look good, and the ref was right there, and those are shots right to the temple equilibrium. Like, it didn't look like he was going to recover. So unfortunately for O'Leary, that's how it went down. But fantastic for El-Hefnawi here, who just can't believe it. That was a great reaction by him. Congrats. A long time coming. It feels good to get that victory.
Yeah, great fight from
El-Hefnawi.
I
love the reaction, dude. That is awesome.
We're getting close. We're about an hour and 15 minutes away now from the main broadcast of the main card on UFC Fight Pass. You can tune into the UFC Fight Pass. Starts at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. BFL 76 Canada versus the world. Once again, BFL, the longest running MMA promotion in all of Canada, our 76th event. We have done more in Vancouver and in British Columbia than anybody else. We've sent, Dave, over the years, 8 fighters now to the UFC, 5 of them training in, or starting when they were amateurs. Another such hopeful. He wants to be an amateur that gets to the big show. Brandon Briglio, this is his 2nd appearance in the BFL cage. Fighting out of Universal and Ascension MMA. 24 years of age, training for a couple of years now, wrestling since he was in elementary school, not just high school wrestler, an elementary school wrestler, so he's been doing that for a while.
Since 2000, that's 22 years of wrestling, so we know where his strengths lie. And he's been fighting MMA since 2005. He knows his opponent is hungry, and he sees him. He knows his opponent sees him as a stepping stone. But it's interesting to hear him say that. I think the same. My opponent is my stepping stone, as I am the number 2 ranked amateur flyweight, and I'm not letting this guy derail me from where I'm trying to go.
And this fight is just the first, actually, including the undercard here. We've got 5 titles on the line. This is for the amateur flyweight title. Briglio here, he is, like you just said, he's the number 2 ranked Battlefield amateur flyweight. But you can tell, you know, he's 1-0. He's only had 1 fight before, and now he's fighting for a title. This guy's got a lot of promise behind him.
Yeah, and my apologies. He's only 24. He hasn't been wrestling for 20 years. That was a mistake on my part. He's only been training MMA for 2 years. A little bit of wrestling in elementary school, as you mentioned, but certainly not 20 years. He's only a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and he feels that he's very calm and collected. He doesn't like to rush things, and some of his favorite fighters are TJ Dillashaw and Henry Cejudo. So obviously there's a heavy wrestling influence, but he hasn't been training since he was 2 years old. He feels confident. He's had back-to-back camps, so he's been staying very busy, so he hasn't had the time to get off the training train, and he's ready to, you know, let people know that he's here for real. As we see his opponent, Varun Sunder.
Yes, making his 3rd appearance in the Battlefield cage, fighting out of TriStar in Burnaby. You see right there his head coach, K-Jan Johnson, coming in. Everybody looking pretty happy in this camp.
Yeah, these guys are just, you know, another day at the office. Let's go. Got the fans. His last win was an actual beautiful liver shot right here in the Battlefield cage. Always appreciative of a beautiful liver shot. And, you know, I said, what have you been working on? He says, well, he feels like his opponent is taller and longer. So he's going to try and really deal with that style, and he's been working heavily on the takedown defense at BJJ. So one of these two is going to come out victorious. And he said,
yeah, and if this fight is up to Sunder, Dave, he wants it on the feet. He even said he's nervously optimistic of going to the ground, which says I think it's not his most comfortable place for the fight to take place. We'll see if that does happen. But yeah, Varun Sunder wants this fight on the feet.
100%. As he's the number 1 ranked amateur, and he wants to take it to where he feels he is his strongest. And you know, he thinks he prefers to strike, and he's very explosive, and he likes, you know, those styles like Demetrius Johnson and whatnot. So he's not going to give his opponent much space. He is prepared to go to the ground, but he would rather not, because he feels like his opponent is a good wrestler with powerful hands, but he feels more well-rounded. That he's looking forward to proving that.
And he also admitted a little bit that he feels sometimes the best version of himself is actually in the gym and not so much in the cage. Well, not yet anyways. He's looking to be the best version of himself tonight right here in the BFL cage.
Yeah, that's interesting. Some guys are killers in the gym and they don't show up when it's game day, and some people are the complete opposite. Average in the gym, and then they get in there and they turn into absolute animals. So it's interesting to hear a fighter say that. But it's good to be humble, and he says there's a lot of work to be done here, so at least he has a humble mindset, and he is very young. So this is how you become. That's how you get to that level.
All right, let's have a look at the BFL betting odds for this fight. Once again, for the flyweight title, Sunder, the slight favorite at 52.48. And it is Sunder. He has the advantage in striking, submissions. And it is Briglio. We give him the advantage in wrestling and grit. We'll see how it plays out. All right, let's get these fighters introduced for this flyweight amateur title contest. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is for the BFL Amateur Flyweight Championship, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 1 win, no losses, making his second appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing Universal MMA in North Vancouver and Ascension MMA in Port Coquitlam, BC. He is your number 2 ranked BFL amateur flyweight fighter. Here is Brandon Briglio. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of 2 wins, 2 losses, making his third appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing TriStar in Burnaby, BC. He is your number 1 ranked BFL amateur flyweight fighter. Here is Varun Sunder. And your man in charge of this vacant title bout is Kevin Dornan.
All right, we've been over the rules in the dressing room upstairs. I expect a good, clean fight from both of you. Fight clean, fight hard. You may touch gloves if you wish.
All right, Kevin Dornan given the last-minute instructions here. Varun Sunder, well, Brandon Briglio was on the screen there, black with red and white trim. Varun Sunder there, he's in the black with a little bit of yellow and multicolored. Varun Sunder looking, Dave, to be probably the taller, but definitely lankier. Brandon Briglio looking pretty thick here for a flyweight.
Yes, as expected. Varun expected to be the taller of the two. And there is the wrestling background of Briglio as he goes right in for the takedown and gets it. Well done, and immediately in side control. And he's going to be looking to just control this position and progress to potential full mount. He's going to try and get his left knee to the midsection of Varun and keep him flat out. He jumps right to mount. Nice work. Oh, and he gets the back.
Oh, yes, this could be a problem for Sunder early on.
Oh, interesting scramble. Good defense by Varun. As Briglio wastes no time.
Yeah, we'll see, can Briglio maybe get that body triangle locked in?
Ooh, as he attempts to trap Varun's left arm here. As Briglio wastes no time to get the takedown.
Yeah, this is just a minute in here. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Ooh. Nice scramble from Varun.
Yeah, nice scramble right in front of his corner. Using
Briglio
that butterfly
trying.
hook. Great work by Briglio, just jumping to the other side to maintain the position. Varun doing a good job pushing down the head, trying to create some space. Nice work by Varun there, not just staying with his back against the mat, and then tries to go for the leg. And great scramble by Briglio. Just pops right back up on top, and here we are.
Yeah, you can see some of that grappling experience from the young man, Briglio here.
I mean, that was fast, explosive and fast, but also methodical. He's not just moving fast. Like, everything he just did there improved his position to now he's still in this strong front position, headlock, landing some shots. The ref making sure that those are legal, and he's pointing, no, that's the top of the head and not the back of the head. And then Varun uses the underhook to get back up. And Briglio's gonna do his best to take him back down there.
Yeah, we'll see right here.
Interesting, it looked like Varun almost
pulled guard there.
Yeah, that would have...
Don't know if that was smart, but...
I would say that would be a mistake, but maybe he's got a move that we don't know about yet. Thinking triangle here, potential. If he can trap that left, push that left arm around, get his right knee all the way up. There's something there, but most coaches will tell you, don't be on your back in an MMA fight. Ooh, little up kick. Looked a little bit illegal. Someone's talking to the ref here.
Yeah, it's the second time here in this fight so far, and he's like, is he allowed up kicks?
I don't know, but Varun's saying, well, quit your bitching, let's go. And interesting. I think he may have landed an illegal up kick, and that's what Briglio was complaining about.
Well, it might be that Briglio might have to have a leg or a knee down for an up kick to be illegal, because our referee, Kevin Dorn, has seen about 3 of them now.
It looks like Varun's chirping him off his back. I can't hear what he's saying, but it looks like he's like, come on, come on. And then the ref's probably going to stand him up here if nothing happens here. That's the end of the round there. Interesting.
And so you see our referee Kevin Dorn is walking away with Briglio saying, "Hey, listen, just so you know," and I believe they are illegal unless the opponent has a knee or a hand down.
Right.
Then he can't do the up kick. But I think because he was standing up, he was just on both feet.
Let's listen in here.
If you have enough space, just get up. Let's scoot up. Someone shake on my arms now. Shake. No, rub. You know how? Like that.
Now that's the worst you can do.
I think you may be right. Interesting.
What's he going to look for in the striking now? He's going to come in.
Well, he's going to come in with an overhand or a left hook. Okay? Stay patient. Okay? Stay behind your left hand. Stay behind your left hand. Don't worry about the leg. Don't let me fuck this up. Fucking me. That's it. Exactly. Just watch the gun.
Interesting round to score for that one.
Yeah, that's tough. A lot happened there. That went by really, really quick. Looking forward to seeing round 2 here. You can see Briglio with good wrestling and power on top, and then Varun with some tricky jiu-jitsu as he seemed comfortable on his back. But we start on the feet. Interesting stance. Notice Varun's lower in his stance to be a little bit more defensive of the takedown. As Briglio made it clear, he wants to fake that overhand or land it and then go for that takedown.
Yeah, Varun comes out southpaw.
You can see Briglio likes that overhand into the takedown there. Very explosive and quick, so he knows he's got a high percentage of landing that. Oh, nice.
That comes forth with that right again. And just as you said, Dave, that right hand right into the takedown.
It's so fast. It's so fast that even though he's expecting, he's not able to stop it. It's so powerful. He gets such good form momentum. He ends up in a dominant position like as he was there in side control. Varun doing a good job using that underhook, trying to get back to his feet, but Briglio is relentless with the pressure there. Nice knee to the body there as Varun does a good job getting back up using the cage, but Briglio's not letting him off the hook. He wants to put him on his back and keep him there.
Yeah, now he's got both hands almost clasped here behind the body of Varun. Now he gives it up.
He's going to pull him,
and now he's looking for, I think it's a single. Yeah, and now he gets both, gets him back down. We'll see if he can, but Varun, his defense, he gets back up pretty quickly in a lot of these takedowns.
Yeah, he's composed in this position, but there Briglio just did a very wise thing by just wrapping up those legs and making it impossible to get up because you can't get back up to your feet with the legs. But Varun thinking of going for a heel hook, potential heel hook. Looked like a knee bar attempt into a heel hook. Uses that to get back up to his feet. And here comes Varun with some nice aggression, which I believe was a knee below the belt. And fighter says it's okay, let's go. Great work by Varun.
I think Kevin Jordan maybe thought it was a shot just below the belt.
It could have been, but the fighter said he's okay, so there's no need for a break there. But great job of Varun of threatening submissions to get back to his feet and then being the aggressor.
All right, a minute to go here in round number 2.
Straight cross there, misses by Briglio. Nice counter shot by Varun, but
Briglio says, I'll eat one on the way in if I can get the takedown.
Still gets it. Yeah, he's fast. He's very fast. Explosive. This is good for him. Wraps up the leg, triangles his legs. So Varun's kind of stuck here right now. And then Briglio taking a couple deep breaths, 35 seconds left. These takedowns are very exhausting. So he's going to want to just keep him here and not exert too much energy, knowing that this looks good in the eyes of the judges and that there's 1 round left.
The takedowns are exhausting, but also, too, you saw that Sunder was a little bit quicker to get up, and this time he's sort of just a little slower to really scramble and try and get out of this.
Yeah, he's...
So he might be tiring a little bit, both fighters.
For sure, for sure. Varun, you can tell he's experienced in there, taking deep breaths and not like...
And you see Briglio trying to trap that arm for a second there.
Trying to scooch up the back, but then, oh wow, interesting.
Couple of shots there right at the end for Briglio.
Yeah, Varun tried to scoot at the back with a deep half escape, and then Briglio almost turned that into like a triangle from the back. So that was an interesting weird position here.
All right, let's see if we can listen into the corners here again.
I need you lower. Do you want it? Okay, when you're backing up, the left hand is there. Okay, on confidence. Your left hand is there. Don't rise up when you back up. Stay low. Believe in your left hand. I need more volume. Okay? I need more volume on you. You're 2 down now. You need the last 3. You need the last 3.
All right, here we go to some of the action in round number 2 here. It's, I believe this is one of Briglio's takedowns here.
Notice the speed. He's very fast with it. And ends up as he powers through here. This is the knee bar attempt into a heel hook attempt. Good defense by Briglio, and Varun just uses it to get back to his feet. Great
Briglio
work.
not seemed terribly concerned about that. You heard Sunder's corner there, KJ Johnson say, listen, you're down 2 now. I mean, again, we talked about it in the last fight or the fight before. And sometimes coaches might exaggerate to get the most out of your fighter, but
and sometimes they're
close.
not. Sometimes they're not exaggerating. I think you may be right.
Nice left. Oh, nice. Oh, big shot from Sunder.
Beautiful combination by Whoa. Whoa.
And now Sunder's in trouble from a right hand from Briglio. And now it's Briglio trying to take advantage and finish this fight.
He was on chicken legs. Oh, nice shot from the top from Briglio.
Big shot from Briglio. This Sunder could be in trouble here.
Armbar, thinking armbar. Briglio being relentless, feeling the finish is near. Wow, the ref is dangerously close from stopping this fight.
And he does. Brandon Briglio.
What a finish by Briglio.
Got rocked right at the beginning of this round.
Unreal finish by Briglio.
And then it was just a lone right hand, seemed to come from nowhere that landed and wobbled Sunder.
And he seems angry. It looks like Briglio's still swearing at him. I think he doesn't like this guy.
I think it was maybe when you were talking about it. I think it was in the first round when Sunder was on his back. He might have been saying something to him.
Yeah, well, that was one heck of a 30 seconds in the 3rd round. Varun looking great in the first 15 seconds, and we'll have a look at the replay, what landed.
Yeah, looking forward to this replay here. We can see what happened. I think it's just, literally, it's just one right hand.
Yeah, and then he was on chicken
after
legs.
While Briglio was rocked.
Yeah, definitely. And as was Varun. Well, it was a nice.
And then Varun was rocked. He got rocked by 1 punch, and it seemed there was a punch or maybe 2 punch and a kick that landed at least partially on Briglio, and he seemed to be in trouble. He responds with, I think it was a right hand.
Yeah, as he shows off the fluffy mullet to the crowd there.
All right, this decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's #1 sports pass casting company. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Dornan has called for a stoppage at 36 seconds of the 3rd round. For your winner by TKO and your new PFL Amateur Flyweight Champion, Brandon Briglio.
By TKO, and gosh, it was. We're gonna see it here. I think we're gonna see Varun start getting. That kick lands. There's a knee. And then there's, I think, a right hand going to come up here.
That's
it. No, it was the left. It was a left hand.
Lead hook that just hit the right spot and wobbled him. And he just pounced and was relentless. Didn't give him time to recover and landed some good damaging shots from the top here. Oh, great work from the top. Great accuracy. All of those landing. Varun thinking armbar. Briglio passes and then just kept firing, knowing that the ref had to step in at some point.
And he was landing enough shots here that...
Yeah, he was rocked. Wow. So Varun made a mistake and got a little over-aggressive and got caught, and great finishing instincts by Briglio. Is going to be really happy with that one, as he not only improves to 2-0, but captures the title at the same time. What a finish.
That was an exciting fight, and this next fight right here, it is for the bantamweight title in the BFL amateur ranks. This here is Liam Arthur.
Also fighting out a TriStar there, so back-to-back TriStar fighters. He's been training about 5 to 6 years, pretty much straight MMA. He's a blue belt, and he feels that he's more striking-based, but he's comfortable going anywhere. And he feels that he's very tricky off his back, but he likes to go with the flow.
3rd Battlefield appearance. He is the number 5 ranked Battlefield featherweights. But he is dropping down to bantamweight for this, so that's not a typo. He is dropping down to bantamweight for this fight alone.
Interesting, and you can see his twin brother. Looks like he's looking in the mirror right there as he takes off his shirt. But I always ask them like what they know about their opponent. And this is the first time I've heard, oh, you know, he's a tall guy. He's got pretty cool hair. Haven't heard that one before. And he's well experienced, and he's looking forward to stepping in there, putting on a show here for the fans in Vancouver. Says he's been working on a little bit of everything. He's our number 5 ranked amateur featherweight. And he's trying to mix in his takedowns a little bit more with his striking. He's working on that flow and that fluidity of strikes to takedown. So don't be surprised if he goes for a takedown in this fight, but he definitely loves to stand and strike.
Yeah, and he's kind of wondering what he's going to do here because he knows his opponent is going to be taller.
Well, that's the thing.
So we'll see if he decides, you know, if Case Huseman, his opponent, is able to keep him on the outside, will he try and shoot?
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes when the guy's really tall and long and he's really good at keeping that range, it gets really, really frustrating if you can't land any shots on him, and you're just forced to go for that takedown. So there's a good chance it'll happen at some point, but we'll see if he's successful at it or not.
Liam Arthur recently got his blue belt in jiu-jitsu. And he said, you know what, he's trying to tune out the fact. It's his first time fighting for a title. He's trying to tune out that fact, other than the fact that he had to train harder because it's going to go for a couple of extra rounds. That's the only difference. This is Case Huseman fighting out of Diaz Combat Sports. He's heading to the cage now. Been training MMA for about 1.5 years. His 3rd BFL appearance. 24 years of age. He's a 3-stripe white belt in jiu-jitsu.
And he's been training Muay Thai for 10 years, so we know where his strengths lie. 10 years of Muay Thai. Look at his body type. He's long and lanky. Loves to strike, and he knows his opponent. You know, he's only seen 2 of his fight. Seems like a great fighter, but he's happy that he likes to fight and also thinks that he looks like a nice guy. So it sounds like these guys might hang out after the fight, but you can expect a stand-up war here. His plan is no secret. He keeps on, as you just mentioned, keeping him on the outside and just touching him up the whole time. So we'll see if he's effective in doing so, or his opponent is able to penetrate that long, lanky reach and potentially get that takedown and take the fight where he wants it.
Yeah, and he was saying, you know what? One of the things he learned from his last fight, as you see there, he's the number 1 ranked amateur bantamweight, so he's probably the favorite as we going to go to the tail of the tape in just a moment. But he's trying to not load up on his shots too much, not trying to expend too much, trying to feel out his opponent, have some patience, and hear what his coach is going to tell him throughout the fight. He's trying to grow mentally as a fighter.
Yeah, when you're number 1 ranked, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. So if you feel super comfortable on the feet and you feel you have the edge, and you can just stay there the whole fight, then, I mean, why wouldn't you, right?
All right, we're going to look at the BFL betting odds. Huseman, a fairly heavy favorite in this one, 61-39. Striking goes to Huseman. Submissions, slight favorite is Liam Arthur. Wrestling, again, Arthur. Grit, slightly goes to Huseman. All right, we'll see how it all plays out. This one is for the amateur bantamweight title. Let's get the fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is for the vacant BFL Amateur Bantamweight Championship, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a record of 2 wins, 1 loss. Making his 3rd appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing TriStar Burnaby, he is your number 5 ranked BFL Amateur Featherweight fighter, dropping down in weight to challenge for the Bantamweight Championship. Here is Liam Arthur. And now please welcome his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of 3 wins, 1 loss. Also making his 3rd appearance inside the BFL cage. Representing Diaz Combat Sports in Vancouver, BC. He's your number 1 ranked BFL Amateur Bantamweight fighter. Here is Case Huseman. And your man in charge of the action is John Cooper.
All right, gentlemen. gentlemen, we've been over the rules. I expect you to fight hard. I expect you to fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, let's do it now. Let's fight.
All right, John Cooper's the referee. This one's scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds, and it is for the Battlefield Amateur Bantamweight title. It is Liam Arthur. He is wearing the white with yellow and multicolored shorts. Case Huseman, he is in the black shorts. Case Huseman, Dave, looks way taller, way lankier. We'll see how Liam Arthur contends with that.
Yeah, the heavy Muay Thai background is going to be thrilled if he can just keep it here on the feet. But it is an MMA fight. Anything can happen. Nice teep kick by Huseman. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice right hand from Arthur.
Nice long cross. The Case. Yeah, you said it. That's a very long body type as he lands a nice inside leg kick there. Very fast with it. Nice body shot.
Yeah.
Very precise striking.
Oh, big shot from Huseman to left.
Oh my goodness.
This could be over early. Liam Arthur was in trouble for a second, but now he looks like he may have actually, he might be okay here for a minute. He's trying to keep Huseman in close so as to not get any more big shots, but that was a nice, I believe it was a left.
It was a beautiful 1-2 on the butt, straight down the pipe, 1-2, boom. Nice recovery by Arthur. Just grabs the body, preventing catching his breath. But yeah, you're right, he's definitely in danger there for a moment. Whew. Beautiful striking by Huseman here. Wow.
And now is it Arthur on the bottom? Is he looking for an arm in here?
It looks like it. It looks like it from his body position here, and he's got the arm here as Huseman's defending it, but if he could pry that arm free, there is something there. Wow, that's how you recover. Let's go on the attack. And then Huseman just trying to get his arms out. Oh, there it is. Elbows passed. He's okay now. Wow. That one was almost another quick finish.
And now Arthur there briefly, I think, was thought about a leg.
Yeah, and now it looks like Huseman's not maybe thinking about one as well.
Huseman's still trying to get that right arm out.
Tricky off his back is Arthur, thinking of going for a leg here, but this is bad because his own left arm is trapped between the leg. This is great for Huseman to just land some shots from the top here. Oh man, Huseman needs to get it. Arthur needs to get his arm back. He can't he's trapping himself here. It's bad for him. Tricky off his back, thinking of Plata.
Do you think at this point Huseman just lets him back up like he did there?
Yeah, he wants to be on the feet. This is where he wants to be. And, oh, nice lead hook by Arthur. As we approach the final 10 seconds in the first round.
Yeah, very eventful first round here.
Nice kicks by Case here. Another nice inside leg kick. Doing a good job at distance control, staying out of danger, landing some good shots. Great first round for the taller fighter, Case Huseman.
Yeah, we'll remind everybody once again, BFL 76, the main card starting in 45 minutes as we listen into the corners. I think we're going to see maybe this, that left hand just came in. Once again, it was Arthur moving in, and he's moving in right here, and that left hand just stopped him in his tracks.
Those are the ones that hurt the most. When your opponent comes in hot, and then you're using that forward momentum into the shot, it's twice as hard, and those are the ones that hurt the most, and that one definitely put him on his butt, and good for him. He was lucky to recover, and we have another round here. And he's going to try, Arthur's going to look to be a little bit less aggressive and not walk into any shots there.
See Huseman just holding that left right beside his cheek there and just cocked and ready to go.
Yeah.
I tried to throw it there.
As soon as he's in range, he's firing off that 1-2 at like lightning speed. So that cross, Arthur didn't necessarily, he was coming forward, but he didn't walk into it. It was a very, very precise shot that he just happened to be going forward, which made it that much more powerful. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that
body
leg
kick.
Partially connected.
It landed underneath the arm there, but still did some damage. Great takedown, there it is. Sneaky takedown by Arthur. Very well, picks him up, takes him to his corner. Very nice. That's what we talked about. Success, gets the takedown now. What can he do with it? How does Huseman look off of his back here? Good job posturing up. And then Arthur's trying to progress, gets one leg over as he lands a few shots. He's gonna want to keep the fight here.
Yeah, that nice double leg from one side of the cage to the other.
Oh yeah, he just picked him up and carried him over like it was nothing. As he's trying to cup his mouth to mess up with his breathing a little bit. Both guys are still pretty fresh.
Now looks like, yeah, Huseman gets up, but for how long?
Interesting bulldog, interesting leg attempt. Look like he's trying to do a bulldog choke on the leg. Eats a couple hammer fists. Haven't seen that one before. Trying to pick up the leg and potentially get another throw. But Huseman doing a good job defending. But Arthur really wants that takedown.
Yeah.
Case thinking about trying to break those hands free and potentially attack a Kimura there, but Arthur's doing a good job keeping those hands clasped, trying to sneak around to the back, which would be good for him. A good defense by Case and getting both the underhooks for Case there. Great work. Arthur's thinking. Yeah, we can see some blood from, looks like the nose of Arthur, who's right in front of us here. And Case is trying to take him down. Good head control.
Yeah, final 30 seconds here as Huseman gets almost a partial takedown, but not really. I don't think the judges will count that one.
Yeah.
Final 30 seconds here in round number 2 as they separate.
Yeah, I just kind of dragged him down using his power there, but Arthur did a good job getting back to his feet.
That inside leg kick again from Huseman.
Yeah, he's very fast with that.
We saw that more in the beginning. Oh, nice left lance from Huseman, and another left lance.
Beautiful.
Oh, is Arthur in a little bit of trouble here?
Nice defense.
Yeah, he's moving.
Still eating shots, though. This is where he doesn't want to be. You're going to have to step off the cage and get out of there.
Oh.
That was bad for Arthur.
If that round went about 20 more seconds.
And the ref is looking at him closely, making sure he's okay to enter the next round
Huseman
here.
landed some massive shots there, even in the last 3 or 4 seconds.
Even if he had his hands up defending and bobbing and weaving there, he was still eating some shots. You don't want to have be against the cage. That's exactly where Case wants you to be.
And our referee, we don't see it here on screen. We're gonna have a look at, I think it's the end of the round here where Huseman starts teeing off.
Head, body.
Nice right, there's a big left. Another left lands. He's just setting up that left. Misses with that one.
See, this is where he's
That's another one that lands.
He's defending, but he's got to get off the cage. You can't just stand there.
And that right landed nicely, and that hurt Arthur there. That last right, I think, really hurt him.
Oh, definitely, because he stayed stationary there, which literally makes him an immobile target, and this guy's just teeing off like it's a punching bag, right? It's immobile. You need to get off the cage, move
that
your feet.
right, that last right there.
A lot, yeah, that one hurt for sure.
Yeah.
Great,
that was big.
Great end of the round.
And our referee, John Cooper, that entire break there was keeping an eye on Liam Arthur. And you can see Liam Arthur's wearing it a little bit here as we go to round number 3. Case Huseman looking pretty fresh. He's going to try and probably keep this on the feet now and finish this fight off.
Yeah, he's just dancing around like it ain't no thing, like he's fresh as a daisy.
And you wonder, where Liam Arthur is here, in his mind, and how fresh he is after taking some big shots there at the end of round 2.
Yeah, if he can. Oh, that kick hurt him a lot. That's it. That's
I think Liam Arthur waved it off.
Wow.
So those inside leg kicks that you talked about at the beginning, then we talked about in round 2.
Wow.
That ends up being the finishing factor.
Devastating leg kicks. Beautiful. That's the thing of beauty. You don't see that end of fight very often, but he invested in the leg kick. We've been seeing that a lot lately in big fights. Fighters investing in those low kicks.
And we're going to see it here.
Inside leg kick, this one right on the inside. And that was one too many because he landed that exact same spot.
And you could see a little bit of redness, not a ton there on the inside of that left leg, but obviously they did their damage.
Yeah.
And you saw a little slight wave from Arthur there as Huseman moved forward. And it was a good
white towel
and the white towel comes in, and John Cooper, an excellent stoppage.
No, we could tell. We could tell that was it. He's injured. Nice victory by TKO for Case Huseman, but wow. Great fight. Great fight. Wow.
Yeah, excellent striking on display there from Case Huseman. So crisp and precise.
Got some blood here on my screen. Nasty.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Fighters to center, please. Over here.
All right, we're going to make it official, Dave. This decision brought to you by Red One Casting, Canada's #1 sports casting company. And inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Cooper is called for a stoppage at 22 seconds of the 4th round. For your winner by TKO and your new BFL Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Case Huseman.
Case Huseman, the new amateur bantamweight champion, and improves his record to 4-0. And man, he was full value for that win tonight.
Yeah, that was awesome. He looked good. His striking was on point, and he made it work. And that was pretty. That was pretty.
All right, so we're going to invite everybody. We're going to actually, before do that, we're going to have a last look at here that inside leg kick.
That was earlier.
So this would have been earlier in the fight. This might have been round number 1.
Solid shot. See, that hurt him as he had trouble putting weight back on it.
Okay, this is the finish here. So there was one, and then I think we're going to see another one.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's the end of this fight. So we are going to invite everybody. BFL 76, the main card for Canada's #1 MMA developmental promotion, goes at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern here in North America. We invite you to join us. Sign up for UFC Fight Pass if you don't have it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got 9 fights on the main card, including three, count them, 3 title fights. It is going to be a great night of fights. Starts in about 40 minutes from now. We hope to see you then. For the prelims, have a good night.
Who knows what happens once that cage door gets locked.
Big shot from
Oh my goodness! The Eternal Fire! Brokenshire! The hype was real, hey?
Iranian national wrestling champion.
Xavier